Johnny D's with the phenomenal Ruthie Foster. Of course, that is true, as well as the title of her most recent album. And we just like to ask her a few questions tonight. And first, I'd like to you made a change in style in your format in the albums. You kind of moved away from the folk feel to more an R&B and blues soul feel. What influenced these progressions in sound for you?
I think I was just looking to expand my sound more than anything. I still have a pretty large folk base, my crowd anyway. But my folk crowd tends to like, they like soul and R&B too.
Yeah.
I wanted to just expand my sound a little bit and get back to the music that I started doing when I started playing an instrument, piano.
Okay.
Which would be gospel, soul, R&B. That's kind of why that happened. Changing instruments will do that.
I hear music in the air, up above my head. I hear music in the air. Oh, I really do believe there's a heaven somewhere. Up in my room, I hear music in the air. Up in my room, I hear music in the air. Oh, I really do believe there's a heaven somewhere. Everywhere I go, I hear music, yeah. Everywhere I go, I hear music in the air. Oh, I really do believe there's a heaven somewhere.
I was reading online the U.S. Navy band Pride that you were in.
Right.
Were you a member of the Navy?
Yeah, I was in a United States Navy band for 4 years. I was a vocalist in a Navy band based out of Charleston, South Carolina.
What was the style? Was it like a marching band, or was it like a...
Well, we did it all. It was the base of the band was a marching band, but we split off into about 4 different bands. There was a country band, and we were the recruiting band, which was the top 40 funk band. They pretty much sent us to the high schools and all that.
Cool. Yeah, so that fits your roots pretty much with the
Oh,
funk
yeah.
blues background. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we had horns, had dance moves, all of that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Maya Angelou, obviously a big inspiration to you. You wanted to be a poet when you grew up.
And you heard about that, huh?
Yeah, well, I read about it. And do you find it easier to relay your poetic thoughts through music as opposed to like spoken word or by writing? I guess writing music is poetry, but when you're writing the lyrics. But is there a difference between expressing that in a musical form?
Yeah, I think musically it really opens up the syllable of each word. There's still, poems are still very expressive to me. I tend to lean more towards writers. When I pick other writers' songs, I tend to lean more towards writers who are real strong lyrically for that reason. But I think it's about the same, really. But singing just really opens it up for me, being able to put music to a beautiful poem like Phenomenal Woman.
Yeah.
It's a strong poem all by itself, just
Yeah.
lyrically, but then you add the kind of chords that Amy Skye and David Pickle wrote over that. That's just, it
Just
really
adds
soars. It takes off.
The aura of the feeling of the sound. I guess I already kind of touched on your blues and soul roots, but when did you start becoming? When did you cross over into the folk area? Like you went from the Navy band, and then you moved on, and eventually became a folk singer. And how did the transition come?
You know, I think the labels of calling me a jazz singer, folk singer, and all that, I never really called it anything. I've always been able to play guitar and sing folk music. I've always been able to sing gospel and blues. I've always wanted to be able to sing in front of a big band, and I've done all those things. I think it's, you know, everybody else that's calling me who, and, you know, insist on calling me this and then the other. But I am all of those. You know, the common denominator and all that is me.
Mm.
And the crossover part, I don't. It's just really what I feel like doing at the time. What happened with going into folk music happened because I just couldn't haul a piano around, and guitar was just easier to carry around, and I was really getting into my writing, really working on my writing, the craft of writing, because I lived in New York for a while and worked with Atlantic Records for 3 years,
Okay.
and learned a lot about just how to write a song from a lot of those the writers in that city. Yeah, and that's where just carrying a guitar around really came in handy.
Well, what's first? I'm gonna end it off with a personal kind of thing. What music are you currently exploring now? Do you have time to explore music nowadays, or?
Ooh, well, yeah, I just bought this iPod, so.
I was gonna
Yeah.
ask you what's in your CD player, but no CD. What about? No, that's gone. So I was just thinking what you would actually use. So.
Well, I did just buy I just bought a CD today. I bought a Nina Simone CD. Yeah, because I downloaded one of her tunes and just
Legally?
fell in love.
Legally
Yes, I
downloaded?
did.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Just
I
checking.
did. Legally.
The new generation here.
Mm-hmm. That's right. All legal. And I decided I wanted to have a full set of her stuff. So I've been listening to Sister Rosetta Tharpe, T-Bone Walker, India Arie. I can never get enough of her.
She's still bumping around. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh Lord. I just downloaded legally this huge gospel compilation. Albertina Walker, Clara Ward, all of these singers, gospel singers.
Gospel singers.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Yeah. Something I've wanted to get into a lot more. I sang a lot in college, so it's kind of like gospel wasn't really the thing we sang a lot in college, and when we ever touched on one of those tunes, it was really fun. Like the energy involved with it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that's your soul free.
Yeah.
That's what gospel does. Let it loose.
Right on. Well, thank you very much for coming in.
You're welcome.
Look forward to the
Yeah.
show.
Me too.
Alrighty. Well, I'll see you again.